There are really only 3 different ways to build muscle. And yes, I am talking about hypertrophy. If you use these 3 methods, not only will you grow in size, but your muscles will get stronger and they'll increase in their endurance as well. Now these 3 methods are metabolic tension, metabolic stress, and muscle damage. Now I tend to use metabolic stress the most because it works really well with home workouts. But to get the most advantage out of your training, you need to incorporate all 3 systems because you have different types of muscle fibers and how they respond varies depending on the stimulus. This is Lawrence from Fit and 50, and today we are going to build some muscle. Metabolic tension basically means go heavy or go home. It is a traditional powerlifting style of training. You try to train as close to your 1 rep max as possible, typically working between 3 and 8 reps. But form is key here. If you cannot maintain good form within that rep range, you need to increase your amount of reps. Especially when you're newer, you can still get the advantages of metabolic tension right up into the 12 rep range. A traditional example of a metabolic tension training program would be a 5x5 program. You can have your set range as low as 3 sets or as high as 8 sets. But always remember, form is key here, and it's best when you first start to build up to this style of training program to start with higher reps and lighter weights, slowly increasing the weight as you reduce the reps and gain experience. Metabolic stress, my favorite, and it is all about the pump. Now, although you're using lighter weights and higher reps, you've got to remember that you're still pushing your body to the limit. And a couple of ways you can do that is continuous tension and time under tension. Now, when talking about continuous tension, you still want to do a full range of motion. You're just stopping just before that lockout. I know sometimes when you see videos of bodybuilders, they'll be doing this tiny little range of motion. And while that in fact is metabolic stress, you've got to remember they are genetic freaks. Us regular Joes, we need to do a full range of motion, and we are better off even locking out for a split second than we are to be doing a half rep. Of course, there's an exception to every rule, and I did a video a little while back, I'll post a link up here, to help people get past sticking points. And one of the hints that's in that video is half repping. Rep ranges for metabolic stress tend to be higher, more like between 12 and 20. Well, that's not written in stone. Legends like Tom Platz used to do as many as 50 squats with over 300 pounds on his back. And the rest times between metabolic stress and metabolic tension vary as well. You would rest a minute or less with metabolic stress, but with metabolic tension, your rest would be longer, more like 2 to 5 minutes. The third method is muscle damage, and it is all about the negatives. Now, the way a lot of people use this in their training, and it should be used sparingly because it takes longer to recover from than the other 2 methods. A lot of people will use this method at the end of their set. So with curls, for example, you've done all the curls you can. You can't do 1 more rep. So your training partner helps get that bar up, and then you slowly lower it down on your own as slow as you can. And then he may help you up 1 more time, but it won't be long before that bar just drops because you can't control it anymore. And then you have hit complete muscle failure. Oftentimes it's done with pull-ups as well, where you've done all the pull-ups that you can. Use a bench to hop up and then slowly lower yourself down again, getting that full burnout on the muscle. It is quite common to use all 3 of these methods in the same workout. You'd start off with metabolic tension, heavy weights, low reps, then move into metabolic stress, going with higher reps, working on the pump, and then finish off with muscle damage. Another way that you can train is to periodize it, with one workout in the week being a heavy one and the second workout being the lighter pump style workout. Now in my home workouts, I do use all three of these mechanisms in my training. I do have a favorite, as I mentioned earlier, and I'll be posting more home workouts to show you guys how I use them in my own training personally. But until then, let me know in the comments, what's your favorite type of hypertrophy training? And this is Lawrence from Fit and 50 signing out. Keep working out, keep having fun, and we'll talk to you again in that next video.